What's up everyone, it's Ghost here and welcome to a brand new video. First of all, I want to thank you all for watching my last video. For my doing, it got a lot of views and I had some awesome conversations with people in the comments, so thanks for that. But this video is going to be all about things that I want to see in Halo Infinite. This is all my opinion. If you have any other ideas or things you want to see, leave it in the comments and yeah, let's have some discussion about it. So some of these things that I'm saying in this video are pretty obvious or have already been confirmed, but I still want to talk about them because they need to come back to Halo. So the first thing I kind of wanted to talk about is split screen and couch co-op, which kind of go hand in hand. Co-op campaign has already been in the game since the beginning. That needs to stay, and split screen is just an awesome thing. I remember when I was younger, I was playing it with my brother, with my friends after school. It was just awesome. It's always been in Halo and it needs to come back. I think still it's a very stupid idea that they removed it, but like I said, this is kind of an obvious one. This one has already been confirmed, so I hope they don't fuck it up like they did with Halo 4, but yeah, that's the first one. Now for the second thing I want to talk about is also kind of an obvious one, is more Chief. In Halo 5 you played a lot as Locke and only for like 3 missions as the Chief, and that's just not acceptable for a game about the Chief pretty much. I still think that it would have been better if Halo 5 was kind of a spin-off, kind of like Reach was, where you don't play as Chief as much, but yeah, it was a mainline Halo game, and I think that Chief should be mostly played in those games. Okay, so the next one is kind of a big one because it already has some speculation and some things that might lead to it, but I'd really like to see the Flood back. They were kind of a staple force in the Halo universe. It's kind of what the Halo rings are all about, so it's kind of strange that they're not really in Halo anymore. So yeah, I'd really like to see those back. And they also had a kind of cool dynamic when you fought them, because they behaved totally different than any other enemy you had previously encountered. Like the Covenants, they were totally different in their defense, attack, their weapons and everything. Flood acted way different. They had no fear. They would just go and overwhelm you. They didn't flee or anything, kind of like grunts would do, or jackals, or jump out of the way or anything. They would just go and overwhelm you, and I really like that in the old Halo game, so that's one thing I'd like to see return. Now you could say that if the Flood would return, that there would be too many armies and it would kind of be too much, too chaotic or something. So for that, I really want the Prometheans to just be gone after Halo Infinite. And I don't mean it just being gone instantly, kind of like how they did with the Master Chief armor from 3 to 4. I just see them have a cool ending, maybe halfway through Halo Infinite or at the end. I think Prometheans are just really not that interesting. They really behave kind of like the Covenant, but more shitty in a way that you need to use the Spartan abilities to be able to dodge them, because they were kind of overpowered at one point. But yeah, I don't really think they're that interesting. They kind of only give you bullshit deaths with the teleporting and stuff. It's kind of, they're just kind of annoying is what I'm trying to get at, and I want to see the Flood back instead of them. Now this is kind of a big one. This is Spartan abilities or armor abilities. I don't think those fit in Halo. They kind of fuck with the game flow. Sprint, for instance, it's just an illusion if you think about it. It was pretty much as fast as the walking in Halo 3. It's really unnecessary. It kind of, the no sprints, the no ADS things kind of set Halo apart at the start of the Halo franchise. It was kind of a unique thing. Now it just kind of feels like it's Call of Duty-fied, kinda. And I also think things like the Spartan charge or the climb animation are kind of useless, because they only take control away from your character. In the old Halo games you had a thing called crouch jumping, which is basically just what it is. You jump and crouch and your legs go up and you have a little bit more height, so you can jump onto higher places, but you still had control over your gun. And with the climb animation you lose that. Same with sprint, by the way. And with the Spartan charge, I think it's just kind of OP because it's kind of a lunge into the other characters. Why not just have a melee in the back and have it kind of be an assassination? Not necessarily the assassination animation, but just a beatdown. because the Spartan charge kind of works like an energy sword in a way where you kind of lunge through them. It's kind of OP, I think. It's kind of unnecessary, and that's just kind of meh, I think. I think it should go back to the classic, and I do have an explanation they could use for that. You know how the armor is kind of cracked in Halo 5 at the end, thanks to Spartan lock. Maybe they could switch back to the old armor, and also a thing that supports this theory is that in between Halo 3 and 4, Cortana switched the suits, was the explanation, I think. So Cortana, now being the villain, knows everything about the armor of Chief that he has now. So maybe that could be another explanation why they changed back to the others. So Cortana doesn't know everything about the suit inside out, so she can't like maybe hack into it or anything. That might be a cool explanation for it. And now on to the last thing I wanted to talk about. And this might also be the most important thing about Halo Infinite. The story needs to be good, clear for everyone, without outside sources like the books, like the podcasts or anything. It just needs to be a good game on itself without anyone having to read anything else but playing the game. So those were a couple things I wanted to say about things I want in Halo Infinite. Like I said in the beginning, this is only my opinion, some speculation. So let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Let me know in the comments. Let's have some discussion again, just like in the last video, but keep it civil though. Yeah, I guess leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.